Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, then I create positive and motivational videos for the women. So I hope you all are doing good. And what I wanted to discuss today, and what I wanted to share, is what we think about control is not. Often we think about controlling is telling someone what to do and not giving them space and always nitpicking, always wanting things your way. And we often see control as if you are controlling someone else. But as a woman, what I have realized that control is much deeper than that. If you are the woman who had to grow up early and you felt that you are the only one who have to take care of everything, otherwise things are gonna fall apart and nothing is gonna work out, nobody will show up, you cannot rely on anyone. You have, if you want something to be done, okay, then you have to do it, okay, because maybe people failed you, they broke their promises. So what happens that your nervous system starts to go in this survival mode, okay, and your nervous system stops believing that things are gonna come to you, things are gonna flow, okay, that things will work out, that it will happen, that it will be true, it will come true, it will happen. Your nervous system stops to believe in it, your nervous system stops believing in it, that this is gonna work out, this is true. And things always works out for me, people always show up for me, I do not have to control everything. So what I mean by controlling, is when you are always on high alert, your mind is always active, you are not able to relax in your body. What I mean by relaxing in your body, when you are relaxed in your body, you walk slowly, you talk slowly, you eat slowly, you pick things slowly, you choose slowly, okay, you listen to your body, you drink slowly, and you don't feel rushed, you are not in hurry, okay, you don't feel that there is a deadline, or if you will not be on time, then there is going to be a problem or consequences, okay. So what I was talking about, yeah. So what I mean by being in your body is a silent mind. When your mind is constantly not thinking about the next task, the next danger, the next thing which you feel that you have to do, you have to accomplish, and only you can do it. Your mind is always busy thinking about something which did not even happen. Your mind is always busy in protecting you, okay, what if this doesn't work out, what if this happens, what if this, what if that, what if this and that. Your mind is always in what if your mind is always trying to control the outcome. And what I mean by control, when you are not able to trust the process, you are not able to trust that whoever is meant for me will be with me. I don't have to convince them, I don't have to change their mind, okay, I don't have to make them realize, and I don't have to prove my worth to them, okay. Even if I am calm, I am composed, I am not triggered by their mood, i am I'm okay. Even if they are in bad mood, I don't have to fix it. I can ask, and if they need time, that's okay. I don't have to fix it. But what is control? We think that fixing somebody's mood and trying to bring them out from their sadness and from their bad mood is a good thing. But deep down, it is not. Deep down, you are scared. Deep down, you are scared that if this person is in a bad mood, if this person is angry, it is only because of you. And in order to feel safe, you start controlling. You start fixing their mood. It is not for them. You don't fix their mood for them. Trust me, I used to do that a lot. And I always used to think that why do I feel so fearful when somebody is angry? Okay, when somebody is not talking to me or they are in a bad mood, why I always make their bad mood about myself? Because deep down I was scared. My survival mode starts to get active, and it used to tell my brain that if this person is angry, then you are not safe. You might lose them, they might stop talking to you, you might have done something. So now you have to control. You have to bring them out from their bad mood. Okay? So what you do, like there is your partner or your friend or anyone, they are in a bad mood, rather than just sitting with them and asking them what happened, and if they need some time, giving them some time, and you are just moving around, being busy doing in your like doing your own thing. If you can't do that, you are like, I have to fix this. No, what happened? Did I do something wrong? What happened? I don't feel safe. I have to fix them. So rather than being present with them, you start to give solutions. You start to feel that this person needs to be fixed right now. This person should feel good right now. You start to put a lot of pressure onto that person. Okay, just feel good right now, be good right now. Okay, make me feel good. So even though you think that you are being good, you are nice, you are being nice by asking and trying to fix their mood, deep down it is rooted in control and fear and survival. Because then your survival gets triggered as a woman. Okay, because I talk about women, so I will talk about women. Because your survival gets triggered. Okay, and in your survival, you are disconnected from your body, from the belief that whatever is meant for you will always be with you. Whatever is meant for you will always come to you, will always stay with you. You don't have to abandon yourself or put pressure on somebody else or keep on controlling or fixing things. Okay, so in that in that scenario or situation, you are not able to feel relaxed in your body. You are in your brain, and your brain is telling you this is not safe, you have to fix this. If this is not fixed, it is going to be your fault, and if it is your fault, you are in danger. They might leave you, they might punish you, they might stop talking to you, you will end up alone, and you start to panic. All these thoughts starts to come, and you start to panic. I want to fix this right now. This is because of me. I did something wrong. I'm a horrible person. I should fix this. And then you start to feel the need to control. Okay? If this happens to you, just comment down below and tell me that this happens to you, because this used to happen to me a lot. I was not able to feel that everything is not my fault. Everything is not my mistake. I don't have to make everything about me. I don't have to take everything so seriously and so personally. Okay? If that person is in a bad mood, they might be going through something, or somebody said something to them. Rather than making their mood about me, about my survival, about my safety, um, why am I not giving that person a time? That if that person really need me, they will come up to me, they will ask me. Okay, they will share with me, or maybe I will just ask them what happened, And if they feel like sharing, they can. If they do not, that's okay. Maybe they need time. बट ये सुनने में इजी लग रहा है, लेकिन व्हेन यू आर इन अ सर्वाइवल मोड एंड व्हेन यू आर एंग्शियस, you feel everything is about you, and then you start to control rather than giving that person a space. You start to control, you start to fix their mood, you start to ask what happened, and then you start to give solutions, suggestions, rather than just being present with their feelings and emotions, and not making their feelings, emotions, sadness, heartbreak about you. Just being present that I am here, and I'm not gonna make this thing about me. I understand you are going through with something, and I just want to be there. That's all. And if you feel like that you don't have the energy right now to be present or be there, if you are grounded and if you are connected to your body, you will be like, I understand that you are going through something, going through with something, but right now I do not have energy. But you can only say this when you feel safe in your body, when your nervous system feels safe to choose yourself, when your nervous system feels safe to release control, that I don't have to abandon myself. I don't have to control the situation, their mood, or whatever they are going through with. Okay, I can choose myself, and when I feel okay, I can come back. But no, you start to feel anxious, and this anxiety uh, forces you to abandon yourself and your need, because you feel if you will choose yourself, you are gonna be rejected, in danger, abandoned. So this is how control feels like. Okay, because I always used to feel that like control is controlling somebody else, their opinions, their this and their that. But deep down, if you are a woman, you will relate with me that if you are in survival mode, if you are in your wounded masculine, okay, and if you are in your wounded feminine, you don't trust the flow. You don't just trust your wholeness, your presence, and that things are gonna come to you. Then you act like this, and your wounded masculine is like, I need to protect, I need to control this situation, I cannot release control. Also, how control looks like when you start to control the outcome. Okay, the relationship, the outcome of the relationship, it could be any kind of relationship. Okay, you do not trust the process, you do not trust that, okay, if something has to happen, और अगर कुछ होना है तो अपने आप फ्लो में हो जाएगा. You feel you need to put lot of efforts, and you have to control. You have to say the right words, you have to use the right words, you have to say the right things, you have to be the perfect one, you have to present yourself in a way that that will not, जिसमें आप rejected ना हो. What is control? As a woman, what I have realized, control is also when you want somebody to see you, or look at you, or perceive you a certain way. If this person will not see me like that, then I'm in danger. If they don't perceive me like that, then I'm in danger. If they don't like me like that, then I am in danger. So you start to control the conversation, the answers, the questions, your body postures, your words, your tone, and you start to be hyper vigilant about their tone, their moods, their mood swings, and their micro expressions, and about what they like about you and don't like about you. And you start to mold things in a way which can please that person, which will please that person. Okay, because you are in your head, You are not being. You are in your head, you are constantly doing, you are constantly trying to control. एंड जब आपने इतना एफर्ट पुट कर दिया है, फिर उसके बाद आपको लगता है कि यार चीज़ें वर्कआउट क्यों नहीं कर रही हैं, क्यों मैंने मैंने इतना एफर्ट पुट किया, मैंने इतना उसको क्या बोलेंगे, मैंने इतना उसको ऑब्ज़र्व किया, मैंने इतना खुद को एडजस्ट किया, मैंने इतना शिफ्ट किया, मैंने इतना प्रेजेंट रही, मैंने क्योंकि यू वर ट्राइंग टू कंट्रोल, you were not real, in terms that you were fake, because deep down you were scared that if they will see the real me, I will be rejected. If I will not control this, I will be rejected. I have to control this. Also controlling how it comes out and shows up in a woman when you are um, I forgot. So when like you posted something on social media, like I create YouTube videos and all, ये बस एक छोटा सा example है, okay, and I posted it. Now my brain, now rather than being in my body and trusting that whoever is aligned with my video and resonates with my video is gonna watch my video. I do not have to put lot of efforts. I do not have to control my thumbnail and the color and the um, however my video is gonna look, the filters, the speech, or whatever. Okay, rather than focusing on what excites me and what I want to share, after posting a video, you are disconnected from your body and आप अपने and then आपका दिमाग हाइपर एक्टिव होता है and you start to think, okay, इसने कैसे डाला है, वो कैसे बोल रही है, उसका थंबनेल कैसा है, अच्छा वो कैसा है, मुझे ये थंबनेल डालना चाहिए, मुझे ये लाइन लिखनी चाहिए, अच्छा मुझे ऐसा दिखना चाहिए, अच्छा लाइटिंग ऐसी होनी चाहिए, अच्छा मुझे इस टाइम पे डालना है, अच्छा मुझे ऐसे करना है, अच्छा मुझे ऐसे बैठना है, अच्छा मुझे ऐसे बोलना है, अच्छा इसने इतना अच्छा बोला, मेरा इतना अच्छा नहीं है. आप खुद को कंपेयर करने लगते हो. यू आर अगेन डिस्कनेक्टेड फ्रॉम योर बॉडी एंड अभी फिर से आपका दिमाग हाइपर एक्टिव एंड देन यू आर थिंकिंग, यार मैंने इतना एफर्ट पुट किया, मैंने इतना खुद को फिक्स किया, मैंने इतना चीज़ों को राइट करने का ट्राई किया, मैंने इतना चीज़ों को सही करने का ट्राई किया, मैंने इतना चीज़ों को परफेक्ट किया, स्टिल results are not there because you are again disconnected from your body. And even though you will get the results, but कभी ना कभी आपको exhausted और frustrated feel होने लगेगा. आपको लगेगा कि ये आप खुद के लिए नहीं कर रहे हो. You will end up feeling like I'm so exhausted, why I have to do this. Rather than making something for just pure rather than making something for just pure excitement, you start to create something from the place of anxiety, survival, and fear and control. Because I used to do that a lot. I never used to. So superficially, what I realized that I always used to be positive in a way which was somewhere toxic also, that everything is gonna work out. I never used to allow my negative emotions to be felt. I used to control myself that no, I have to think like that. I cannot feel my negative emotions. My emotions are bad. I cannot think like that. I have to be positive all the time. Being spiritual means being good, giving, feeling happy all the time. So deep down, I never used to believe that things are gonna come to me. Things are gonna flow. Okay, things will happen. People will show up. Okay, whoever is meant to stay will stay. I do not have to make everything about myself. I do not have to take everything so personally. Okay? And people show up for me, things work out for me. I never used to believe in these things because I realized that when I was growing up, I had to take care of everything. Okay, people, they do not used to show up, and I had to depend on myself totally for everything. And so my inner child, she lost the trust and the faith, and she felt that if she will not step up, if she will not control the situation, if she will not become this warrior and the fixer, then things are gonna fall out, nothing will work out. Okay? And she will not be able to survive. So, in order to survive, she created this alter ego, the ego self, the shadow self, who somewhere helped her to survive when she was surviving. But as I grew up, I realized that this is not working. And then I realized that why is it when somebody is crying or, sneezing or making any kind of noise, I feel bad. I feel irritated. Then I realized that I never connected to that inner child and looked and held her. I never allowed her to be angry. I never allowed her to tell me that how exhausting it is. I never understood her point of view, her situation. I was just trying to fix her. I was being in this fixer mode. I was not listening to her. Again, I was trying to control. I was trying to control her by fixing her. I was not just being there and listening to her and just let her be angry at me or at everyone. I was not allowing her to feel. I was blaming her that if she will feel, things are gonna fall apart. If she will feel bad or hurt or any emotions, then things are gonna fall apart and I will not be able to survive. So I never allowed her to feel the disappointments, the heartbreaks for people who let her down, did not show up for her, and I did not allow her to feel the pain. That how painful it was that she lost the childhood which she was meant to live, that she lost her innocence, that she had to play this adult role in her life. She had to take care of everything, she had to take all the burden. I never allowed her to feel the jealousy, the resentment, and everything, because every time I used to see that others are held, supported, things work out for them, they are accepted for who they are, and they have friends and family and everyone, all the love, everything, even though they are not perfect at all, I used to feel the ick. Ki, okay, what is this? And I used to feel jealous deep down, but then superficially I was like, I'm better than this person, I'm better than her. But deep down, I was sad. I never allowed myself to feel that loss, feel that grief. And I was just trying to fix myself from this wounded place, from this control place. And every time I would do something to fix myself, I would end up feeling bad. I'll feel, why do I have to do this? And then again I will tell myself, I cannot feel this way. I cannot afford to feel this way. I just have to do everything. But deep down I never realized that, wait, Priyanka, look at yourself like a second or a third person and see that you are just trying to survive. You always tried to survive by trying to fix everything and taking all the burden on your shoulders. You never allowed, or your circumstances, people around you never allowed you to be the child you were meant to be at your age. Okay? And you had to take all the responsibility adult should have taken. Rather than feeling that loss, that grief, that sadness, that disappointment, and the fact that they are never gonna change. You are trying to fix yourself, and this is not gonna work out, and this is not working out. Allow that part of you, that child of you, to be angry, to be disappointed, to feel all the grief, all the rage, all the anger for all those years she lost, where she should have played freely, ज़्यादा दिमाग लगाए बिना, ज़्यादा दिमाग यूज़ किए बिना, ये सोचे बिना कि ये कैसे होगा, मुझे ये कैसे मिलेगा, ये मेरे पास कैसे आएगा, ये चीज़ वर्कआउट कैसे करेगी. Okay, and if I have to go somewhere, what do? I have to do it on my own because nobody showed up. Nobody actually understood that these needs need to be met. These needs need to be met. Okay. So I was doing this. I was never allowing myself to feel this loss, this grief for all those years, and I was constantly trying to control and fix. I also realized that my traps are paining, my shoulders are paining, I have pain in my left arm and in my pelvis. And when I listen to my body, I read it somewhere that if your shoulders are tight and lifted like this, then you are trying to hide your ears. You are trying to hide yourself from being seen, from being in danger, because being seen means you are in danger. So in order to be safe, how the child do? They do like this now. This. So that's how my shoulder became the tight. Okay, tight, thoda sa upar, and always tensed. Always in my mind, always thinking about the danger. What danger can come next? My ear used to pain. It still pains. It is healing now, and I feel the pain in my left eye, as if my eyes are always vigilant, and my ear is always listening, and my mind is always scanning for the danger which could come or show up, and my mind is always preparing or thinking 10 steps ahead, to how to protect me, rather than looking at the grief and the sadness of that child who had to do this, who had to live and spend her childhood in this state. You are trying to fix yourself from your mind. I was trying to fix myself from my mind rather than listening to my body. And that fixing was giving the signal to my mind that I am broken, and I am so broken, I am so broke that I need to be fixed. That there is something wrong with me. And that was creating more sadness and more grief, that why do I have to do this all alone? Why do I have to go through this? Jabki my inner child, all she needed was my hug, my presence, my understanding. Okay? So I have seen this in most of the women. Their shoulders are tight and tensed, and their eyes are always vigilant and tight. Muscles are not relaxed. Muscles around the eye area are not relaxed. Ears are always scanning and looking here and there and listening to different stuff. And they're not in the present moment. They're always thinking about something. They're always looking for the danger. They are always thinking about the danger. Their shoulders are tensed, okay, trying to protect from something, trying to hide from something, from all those burdens, okay, from all those burdens. The moment I listened to my shoulders, my ears, I talked to my eyes. I started to talk to my shoulders and eyes and ears. and I mentally dropped my shoulders 1 inch. Okay, and I told myself that no, there is no danger. I am 29 years old. I live here in this house. See, uh, whatever was around me, I told myself that wo sab dekho, and now you are not in danger. Now you don't have to always be listening for the danger. Now you don't have to be always be awake or vigilant about the danger. Now you don't always have to scan the room to protect yourself. Now you don't have to take all the burden. Now you don't have to control everything out of fear. Trust me, I felt like I am on a drug. Trust me. The kind of relaxation I felt, I never felt. I did not do anything, but मेरा shoulder pain, neck pain, ear pain और eye pain 50% अपने आप ही drop हो गया. Because mentally I released the muscles, and I told myself, my eyes, my muscles, my fascia, and my eyes, ears, shoulders, straps, that you are not in danger. You don't have to control. I got you. You can relax. You can be child again. I'm safe now. You have done your work. You don't have to be hyperactive in order to protect me. It's done. Danger is gone. I felt relaxed. I felt happy. I felt joyful. Yeah, the next day. Not exactly. The grief started to come, which I'm still processing. It is coming in waves. But yeah, like this, you control things. Like this, you don't believe in things. And this is stopping you from bringing the miracles in your life, from bringing that right partner in your life that you want, because you feel you need to control it. You need to look the certain way, talk the certain way, walk the certain way, sit like that, sit like this, say the perfect right thing, okay, and wear the right perfect cloth or dress, or always agree to what they are saying, and always twisting and turning your words, your sentences and conversation, so that you are not rejected, you are accepted, you are safe. This is control. You are trying to control. Like this, you people might like you, they may like you, but you will not attract someone who is really good for you. This is you attracting people from the place of people pleasing and from the place of control. Okay? And if you really want to attract good things in your life, if you really want to believe in miracles, you need to release control. And to release control, you need to let go of your survival mode. You need to heal your survival. Always being in survival on fence. Okay? Because everything is possible in this universe. Everything is possible. And when you are not in survival mode, all the good things which are in front of you will become possibilities which can happen to you as well. When you are in survival mode, you may feel positive about things which are in front of you, but then you would try to control things in order to have that thing or those things. You will start to control. You will be like, if I can also have it, and I will make it happen. It's like, I will do it. I will bring this to me. I will work for it. It's only me who can make it happen. Universe cannot deliver. Even though consciously you believe, but subconsciously you are always trying to look for the ways how you can make that happen. And this is control. This is not surrendering. This is not flow. This is control. This is you not being able to uh, trust the universe, trust the process. This is you being in your wounded masculine and wounded feminine. Because healed feminine, she trusts, she flows, she's present, she's not in her head all the time. She's connected to her body, to her play, to her joy, to herself, to her truth, to her voice, to her light, to her Shakti. She do not people please. But if you are in your wounded feminine, you are not able to flow. You are not in the present moment. You do not trust. You feel nothing can work out. I'm not good enough. Nothing will come to you. I'm good for nothing. And your wounded masculine is like, I have to control, I have to fix, I have to do. Always in your mind, telling you, criticizing you, not letting you feel free, not letting you feel, not being the container to hold your feelings, emotions, and grief, not being the container for your softness, rather than making you rigid, not flexible, controlling everything. And if you are in this state, trust me, universe cannot deliver what you really want. Because now you are trying to twist and turn and try to make it happen. And things cannot come to you. What I have realized that for things to really start coming to you, you have to connect back to your body. You have to heal your survival mode. Because if you are in survival mode now, trust me, your relationship with God is not good. Because if you are trying to control everything, what is the role of God? You are not you are not trusting God. You are not believing in Him. Okay, you are not being like this child. Okay, I asked for it and you are gonna do it for me. You are like, I asked for it, I will make it happen. I will twist and turn and I will make it happen. If I don't do it, things are gonna fall apart. It will not come to me. This is what I realized. It was a big realization for me. And when I realized it, I was like, oh my God, I was such a control freak. And I was always trying to control. I was always on fence. I was always hyperactive in my mind, always thinking about the next danger, and always in my mind overthinking the conversation. And that overthinking is also control, कि मैंने क्या सही से बोला होता, मैंने क्या सही से किया होता, मैंने कैसा सही से बैठी होती, मैंने क्या सही से पहना होता. That is also a form of control, that you are trying to that you were trying to control the outcome. Now your mind is trying to control the outcome, कि if I know so much that how to be better, how to sit properly, talk properly, listen properly, be proper, okay, I will not be rejected. And this is control, rooted in control. This is control. This is you trying to control. Okay, if you are not in survival mode, आप कहीं बैठे, आपने बात किया, and then you are like, चलो okay, you forgot about it, you had fun, okay. But when you are in survival mode, you are overthinking the conversation, the way they looked at you, their mind, their posture, their gaze, their movements. And you are like, मैंने कहीं क्या गलती कर दी, अच्छा उसने ऐसे बोला तो मैंने ये गलत बोला होगा, अच्छा वो उसने उस तरफ देखा तो मैंने ऐसा कुछ कर दिया होगा, next time I will not do it. You are again trying to control. In this, if you are like this, you will not be able to filter out the toxic people. You are like, always trying to correct yourself, always trying, never listening to your body, to your feelings, to your emotions, always blaming yourself, always trying to fix yourself, then how you will be able to really think about yourself, that how you felt, how you will be able to believe that your feelings were true and what you felt. क्या आपको सच में वो चाहिए था? क्या आपको सच में अच्छा लगा? Your focus goes to the your focus goes to that person who's in front of you, how to please that person, how to not trigger that person, how to control everything so that you are safe, because your mind is only and only trying to protect you. आपके माइंड को कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता कि आप खुद को चूज़ कर रहे हो, नहीं चूज़ कर रहे हो, कुछ नहीं, बस प्रोटेक्ट करना है. उसमें अबैंडन करना पड़े, कुछ भी करना पड़े, सेल्फ अबैंडन करना पड़े, खुद को प्रायोरिटाइज ना करना पड़े, उससे माइंड को कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है. माइंड इज़ लाइक, आई वांट टू कीप यू सेफ. If she looked that side, that was not safe. Next time I will decode everything and I will make sure that कि वो उस side ना देखें. And your mind is just busy doing this. अगर आपका माइंड ये करने में बिजी है तो सोचिए कि आप खुद को कैसे लव करेंगे, आप खुद को कैसे चूज़ करेंगे, आपके लिए क्या सही है वो आप कैसे सोचेंगे, चीज़ें आपके लिए वर्कआउट करेंगी, इस पे आप कैसे बिलीव करेंगे. If you are in a survival mode, trust me, you are trying to control everything and things will not work out like that. Because you are signaling to the universe that I don't trust you. There is always something danger. There is always some danger behind me or in front of me, in my left and right. I just have to protect myself. This place, people, world is not a safe place for me. I just have to protect. So you keep on attracting the scenarios, the people and everything who keeps you busy in this loop, who makes you feel that you are the problem, where you feel that you have to be hyper vigilant, where you feel that you have to control things, where you overthink the conversation, where you overthink what you said. You are just busy in surviving. You just, like होता नहीं कि आपके पीछे कोई शेर भाग रहा है एंड उस टाइम पे आप क्या सोचेंगे कि क्या मुझे अपनी नीड को देखना है, क्या मैं खुद को चूज़ करूँ, अच्छा मैं ऐसे कपड़े पहनूँ, नहीं ना. यू आर जस्ट रनिंग, योर माइंड इज लाइक मुझे बस खुद को बचाना है, दैट्स इट. आई डोंट केयर अबाउट एनीथिंग एल्स. मुझे बस खुद को बचाना है एंड मुझे बस तुम्हें प्रोटेक्ट करना है. एंड जब वो शेर वहाँ से चला गया, आप बच भी गए, बट योर माइंड इज जस्ट ट्राइंग टू डू द सेम थिंग. योर माइंड इज स्टक देयर. वो शेर अभी भी पीछे भाग रहा है आप और आपका माइंड अभी भी उस शेर से ही आपको बचा रहा है. तो अगर आपका माइंड जस्ट बस उस शेर से ही आपको बचाने में बिजी है, तो आप सोचिए कि आप अपने बारे में कैसे सोचेंगे. क्या आप ट्रस्ट कर पाएंगे? Will you be able to trust the process, trust the God, trust people, trust the world and trust that things are gonna work out? No, right? You will be like, I just have to protect myself, that's all. So if you trust me, everything is possible and everything can work out. Universe is real, universe. And when you really want something now, you don't have to put effort for that. It's universe's job कि वो आपको कैसे ला के देते हैं एंड वो कैसे करना है, कहाँ से करना है, वो यूनिवर्स का काम है. लेकिन इफ़ यू आर इन सर्वाइवल मोड, वो कैसे, कहाँ से, किस लिए, वो सब आप करने लगते हो. यू ट्राई टू कंट्रोल, यू स्टार्ट टू कंट्रोल. दिस इज कंट्रोल. This is what I learned about control, that control is this. Control is not always what we think is, but control is this also. And because of this control, we might lose people also. Because we feel that we have to control their growth. We have to make sure that they grow because we are scared of losing them. We are scared that if they don't grow, then okay, I will lose this person, or this person will not choose me. I have to make sure that this person knows the harsh truth about someone else. I will make sure that this person sees that how much I wish good for them, for this person. It's like you have a friend and you are in survival mode and you try to control everything. So rather than just trusting the process that I will tell her एक बार क्या चीज़ गलत है क्या चीज़ सही है, एंड अगर उसको समझ में आता है तो ठीक है, नहीं समझ में आता है तो दैट्स ओके. मे बी वी विल स्टार्ट टॉकिंग लेस, मे बी आई हैव टू एडजस्ट, not adjust, maybe we will fall apart, maybe I have to leave her, or just accept her right now the way she is and where she is, and give my energy उतना ही जितना मुझे लगता है कि अभी मुझे देना चाहिए, बिकॉज मुझे अभी लगता है कि शी इज़ नॉट इन अ स्टेट वेयर शी कैन रियली अंडरस्टैंड मी, शी इज़ इन अ डिफरेंट स्टेट. You don't trust that, you start to control. You start to control their growth, their healing, their beliefs, and you start to manage their trauma. You are like, see this fact about yourself, about this person. Okay, ये सच देखो, इसको देखो, ऐसे करो, वैसे करो. And then in this process, even though you are doing it from the place of love, you think that you are doing it from the place of love, but deep down you are doing it from the place of fear, survival, control, because you are scared that this person might leave you, that your relationship is in danger, that you are not safe. To keep yourself safe, you start to control everything. And trust me, it never comes from the place of love, because when you really love someone, you give them space and you let them go on their own journey, and you trust that if we are meant to be together, we will be together. And in that time period when we are not together, I will focus on myself and I will trust that if it is meant to be, it will be. But I will not try to control or change this person. If this person really want to change or understand something, they will. And in this process, जितना भी love मैं इसको दे सकती हूँ, मैं उतना ही दूंगी. I will not force myself. I will accept them the way they are right now, wherever they are, rather than changing them. ये हार्श ट्रुथ मुझे अभी समझ में आया, बिकॉज जितनी भी चीज़ें मैं बोल रही हूँ ना, आई यूज टू डू ऑल ऑफ दैम. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, व्हेन यू विल रिलीज दिस कंट्रोल ना, यू विल फील रिलैक्स्ड. You will feel that you are not rushing things. You will feel that, okay, now I don't have to do everything on my own. I will find new friends, I will find new people, I will find that new house. Everything will come to me. I don't have to go and look for it and make that work and make it work. Chalo. Okay? On this note, I will see you all in my next video. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. Bye.